Breaking news tonight, police are on the scene of a shooting right now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon Kogan.
And I'm Scott Reynolds. It's happening on Park Church Circle. This is at the Enclave at Breckenridge Apartments. We've got a live picture from the scene. Early reports indicate crews arrived to find one man shot. His condition is not known. Homicide detectives on that scene right now, gathering information, and when we get more from that location, we'll bring it to you here on Wave 3 News. A little girl rushed to the hospital after she accidentally set her clothes on fire. It happened around 6:30 on Cedar Court at the Beecher Terrace housing project. Investigators tell us the girl was playing around with a lighter when she brought it too close to her body. That girl is expected to be okay. A
Louisville judge dressed down Metro Corrections, but now we know she did not get the full story before accusing the department of sending a woman to court with no pants. It went viral when confessed shoplifter Siobhan Salazar entered the courtroom, and the public defender told Judge Amber Wolf Salazar was refused pants.
She has no pants, and she is in court.
A corrections officer is not going to give them to the sheriff like that, and the sheriff's not going to take them to the courtroom. Wouldn't happen. No fault of the judge. She doesn't even see what's going on.
The judge did not check to see Salazar had gym shorts under her T-shirt, and the judge not only threw out a possible 2.5-month sentence for Salazar for missing diversion, she told the public defender to get the media involved. Chief Judge Holton says he thinks it was all just a big misunderstanding and no one intentionally did anything wrong. A Black Lives Matter activist just released from jail has left a message on Facebook. Jason Gardner, who's a radio host on WFPL, quoted Black political activist Huey Newton writing, "You can jail a revolutionary, but you can't jail the revolution." He thanked his supporters who bailed him out, saying they probably saved his life. Police arrested Gardner yesterday. His attorney says the car that came up stolen was a rental car and there was a contract dispute. Authorities also pulled up a 2003 felony warrant for forgery and theft in Marion County, Indiana. Gardner's attorney says he's trying to work that out.
I understand folks' concerns, and I think Jason was, very grateful that people rallied around him immediately, but he's no different than anybody walking into district court on any given Monday through Friday just trying to get something resolved.
Gardner's bond was set at $2,500 for the old warrant charges. He is due back in court in September.
Police think they can end shootings and crime forever. They created National Night Out to connect police with neighborhoods in a positive way.
Wave 3 News reporter Kent Taylor joining us now, and even Chief Conrad was there, Kent.
Yeah, everybody was there. Chief Conrad and many officers, all 8 divisions, throwing a party in their neighborhoods. This chief started his night in Wyandotte Park. He says the department can't combat crime without the community being on their team.
It's always good for them to know that it's okay to go to an officer if they need help.
No tickets, no crime reports, just real conversations between real people and a lot of fun in between.
They're not going to be involved with us if they don't know us and trust us.
Hundreds of neighbors packing Wyandotte Park.
I'm thankful for this, for real. Who else is going to do this for us? Nobody.
LMPD's goal, not to blend in, but to fill in the gaps between the officers and their neighborhood.
Thank you. So often we are interacting with people when they aren't necessarily at their best. And this gives us an opportunity to truly talk to people.
It was their chance to entertain kids, but also educate them.
Unfortunately, many parents say, if you don't quit acting the way you're acting, I'm going to have that officer over there arrest you. And clearly, that's not what we're about.
This is my son, Chandler, and he knows it's okay to talk to a police officer. It's okay if there's something, he knows 911.
Conrad says joining a neighborhood watch is the best way to partner with police. LMPD relies on more than 800 neighborhood watch groups across the city, and they can patrol your neighborhoods, but you live there, you're there every day.
Yeah.
So
he said no more crime, though, the rest of the year is what he's predicting.
That is without question the goal.
All right. Thanks,
Thank
Ken.
you.
Sure.
A man and his daughter nearly killed when their SUV became trapped by raging floodwater in Pulaski County. Luckily, one of the state's best troopers was nearby to help. Kentucky State Trooper Adam Childress was able to pull the two from the swollen creek to safety.
I took the 3-year-old child to my car, and she was shivering pretty bad, and I wrapped her in my duty jacket and placed her in the back seat until we were able to get her a ride out of here.
Trooper Childress was named the Kentucky State Trooper of the Year in 2015. Well, no rain this evening. It looks like we're in for a quiet night.
Yeah, we hope it's quiet. Meteorologist Kevin Harner, though, has some other news for us, and this is that we're going to have zero visibility with fog like a blanket out there.
Yeah, and it remains very warm, so warm, muggy, a little bit of fog. That drastically will impact travel conditions by early in the morning. Meanwhile, temperatures throughout the afternoon into the early evening, upper 80s, low 90s. The muggies are here. You can see a few clouds rolling overhead, but the bulk of those clouds rolling to our west will be increasing across the area. Rain chance already diminishing, as you can see, so the hour-by-hour forecast will show the rain chance fades down. Temperatures will slowly fall as well. We'll talk more about the fog and how that may impact your morning commute and all the kids at the bus stop early in the morning coming up in just a couple of minutes, guys.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, he's considered by many the most hilariously awful actor of all time.
But now, several people here in Wave Country say they have seen Nicolas Cage in person.
Wave 3 News Entertainment Director Kent Taylor joining us again. He does it all. Kent, people see Nick Cage, and I hear they're laughing, and they actually say they feel sorry for him?
Scott, he's indeed a sad specimen. The crew's expected to arrive in Louisville tomorrow, but Cage is already terrorizing people all around town.
Why is this happening in Clarksville, Indiana, of all places, you know?
Talk about random. Nicolas Cage sightings all over Kentuckiana, at the Vision Works and the Target in Clarksville. And how about at the Louisville Zoo? And all these people weren't alone.
I hear this voice. I'm like, I know that voice.
This dad dismissed that voice, thinking there's no way it's Nicolas Cage, until he got a look.
I run back to my wife and I'm like, Kim, it's him. He really is in Toys R Us in Clarksville.
While Cage bought some board games, Anthony coaxed his daughter to ask for a pic.
And she's like, no, Dad, I'm kind of scared. No, you do.
Now, the plot of the movie, Cage and his movie wife, played by Selma Blair, turn on their own kids.
Yeah, in fact, apparently they kill them all. That sounds like a Rotten Tomatoes superstar movie. It's called Mom and Dad. It'll be released in 2017.
And let me correct you, because I'm going to be in it. It's actually going to get a 100% like rating.
Oh, with you in it, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the top transplant centers in the country calls Louisville home, and today it's moved to a new space to offer more care. We were there as leaders cut the ribbon on the Traeger Transplant Center's new 18,000 square foot location in their Fraser Rehab Center. Steve Traeger, also CEO of Republic Bank, spoke about his family's involvement in the project and their mission to give back to the community.
We have been very blessed. We have been very fortunate. And as we are blessed and fortunate, it is our great pride and pleasure to be able to share that with those in this community.
The new location includes 16 exam rooms, 4 consultation rooms, also additional space for doctors and staff.
Well, food is fattening can kill you. It can be decadent, but a community-owned grocery store in Louisville, that's the goal of a small group of people. The Louisville Food Cooperative holding a public meeting to get the word out about their plans. Their plans come from a lack of grocery stores downtown to the success of other types of food markets.
We think that the best way to make that happen is to organize people and collectively open a store that the community owns and runs.
Specific location has been decided upon, but the group is looking at several in the Apple core of downtown.
That sounds really exciting. I think that'll be great to have a community place that people can go to.
We can go shop there from Wave because we're just a few blocks from the core of downtown.
Well, Zika, is it coming to a neighborhood near you? What you need to know to keep your family safe.
If you can. And can a dose of Satan after school be beneficial for kids? Why one man gives this plan a resounding thumbs up. Next on Wave 3 News at 11.
If you're already making weekend plans, no rain just yet today, but rain creeping back into the weekend forecast. We'll time it out coming up next.
Team USA staying out of the water, ready to take on the world at the Rio Olympics.
NBC's Mark Barger takes a look at some of the strongest American athletes making their Olympic debuts and some of the familiar faces going for gold.
Michael Phelps is the legend. Gymnast Simone Biles, the legend in the making. But 553 more athletes make up Team USA.
I think anybody's satisfied when they come across the line and make the Olympic team, regardless if they're first, second, or third.
Sprinter Justin Gatlin's an Olympic veteran, but 2/3 of the team are first-timers. including gymnast Madison Koshin.
I think overall our team is so strong right now. It's incredible to be a part of this team.
Madison's one of 33 native Texans who've made it here to Rio for the games. In fact, 46 states have hometown ties to U.S. Olympians. California has the most with 125. That California contingent includes three-time beach volleyball gold medalist Kerri Walsh Jennings.
It's going to be such a huge party, and I can't wait to go there and put on a show.
She's part of the biggest female contingent ever at the games, the 292.
And we have this terrific picture we want to share with you right now. Look at this. See that difference? That is top U.S. gymnast right there, Simone Biles. She's just 4 feet 8 inches tall. And then behind her, men's volleyball player David Lee, who at 6'8" just towers over her by 2 feet. Biles posted the photo on Twitter. She wrote that size differences in the Olympics don't matter. It all depends on the sport you play. And we're just days away from the Olympics in Rio. If you want to stay on top of all the action, it's so easy. Just download our app. You can get alerts when big events happen, as well as updated medal counts.
Well, today a little payback from Donald Trump refusing to back House Speaker Paul Ryan in his re-election fight in Wisconsin. The Republican presidential nominee telling the Washington Post he's not quite there yet. Same words Ryan used for Trump. The top of the Republican ticket at odds with the top Republican in Congress. A nearly unprecedented move in modern political history.
You're Donald Trump. You have just given a permission slip to Paul Ryan to pull his endorsement of you. Are you comfortable with that as well?
The move raising some concerns of a split that could possibly hurt vulnerable Republicans down the ballot, which might put control of the U.S. Senate at risk. A San Diego man has been charged with murder and attempted murder in the shootings of 2 San Diego police officers. Prosecutors say Jesse Gomez opened fire immediately after being asked if he lived in the area where he was walking. Gomez was charged at a hospital. That's where he's recovering from wounds sustained in that gun battle with police. He's pleaded not guilty.
Health officials are struggling to ease the threat of the Zika virus. The head of the Centers for Disease Control, Dr. Tom Frieden, acknowledged today mosquitoes spreading the virus in Miami are proving to be harder to wipe out than expected. He says pregnant women need to stay away from the Wynwood area.
This is the first time in recent history that the federal government has issued a travel advisory for a part of the continental U.S., and it's very specific to this one neighborhood.
He says the mosquitoes may be resistant to the insecticides that are being used, or they may still be finding standing water in which they're breeding. The parents of Star Trek actor Anton Yelchin have sued the makers of the Jeep Grand Cherokee that killed the 27-year-old when that vehicle rolled down his driveway and crushed him. They filed the wrongful death lawsuit in L.A. today against Fiat Chrysler. The suit contends the gear selector in Yelchin's Jeep was defective, poorly designed and manufactured. The SUV was among those subject to a recall because its gear shifters have confused drivers, causing the vehicles to roll away unexpectedly and then leading to dozens of injuries. Well, this is weird. Satan After School, a new program in Utah, raising some questions and evoking prayers.
A chapter of the Satanic Temple has filed paperwork to start holding meetings with those little devils you find at the elementary school. Members say they want the same rights as other groups, citing Christian groups that have meetings with other schools in the district.
If you are going to open a religious discussion in the public forum, then you have to allow everybody.
District officials say by law that if they want to gather at the school and bring their pitchforks, officials have to let them.
Some incredible weather video we want to share with you right here. This is real. It looks fake, doesn't it? This is lightning striking in Baton Rouge. This was caught in a tower camera on Monday afternoon, just hitting it over and over again. Chief Meteorologist Kevin Harnett is here. It looks like that lightning strike is hitting the same place.
Yeah, you know, it's just the impact, the flash. It creates that channel, and then you just see the electricity go down that same path a number of times. It happens with every lightning strike. We just can't always see it because it happens so fast. That one slowed down thanks to video. Outside today here at home, we've enjoyed no lightning, but we do have a few clouds around. That temperature running in the upper 80s right now. Notice the wind out of the south-southeast pushing up that humidity. Feels like it's in the low 90s. We will continue to see an increase in heat and humidity over the next couple of days. You can see that on the always-on 7-day forecast just off to the side of the screen. 91 our high today, and you'll note that most areas are running in the upper 80s. Looking across the region over the next 7 days, you can see that forecast shows the heat building in First with tonight, 74 for the low. Tomorrow, we'll look for that high temperature to climb back up to 91. We'll see some patchy fog around the area. Could lower those visibilities for the kiddos as they head out to the bus stop early tomorrow. And there you see it over the next 7 days. A few upper 80s and low 90s, a very summertime forecast right as we look into the middle part of August.
I didn't know you could do a weathercast so quickly.
You've never seen it happen before?
Never seen it happen.
This is the new norm, 45 seconds. I love it.
That's great. Thank you. We want to update you on that breaking news we told you about at the top of the show.
Here's a live look at a shooting on Park Church Circle at the Enclave at Breckenridge Apartments. We've just learned the man shot at that location has died. This comes on the heels of another shooting in the same apartment complex about a month ago. You can expect more on this on wave3.com. And of course, Wave 3 News Sunrise.
And now we're going to check in with Kent Taylor. And what exciting things do you have to tell us about in sports?
Well, still ahead this afternoon, a new position for a Cards playmaker, plus a new coach at Manual. We're going to hear from the Crimsons. That is next in sports. August is here, and high school football season is not far behind. Touchdown Friday night kicks off its 2016 run on August 19th, or actually it's first thing on the 20th, right after our Olympics coverage here on Wave 3 and NBC. Manual has a new man in charge. Scott Carmody, who's had success at J-Town and Butler, has taken over the Crimsons. He last coached in 2012.
They're taking to what we do, and we're getting to know their strengths and weaknesses, and it's just going to take us a while to get to where we need to be.
This is more simple and easy to understand. Kids are getting it more. We're actually being more productive.
Now, the newcomers were up bright and early this morning. Practice number 1 for U of L football at 8:50 this morning. The vets, like Trinity grad Reggie Bonifant, get to wait until the afternoon session. Reggie has made the move from quarterback to wide receiver full time.
We took the last 2 weeks of spring and focused with him developing as a wide receiver. Now, he's still very talented, so we're going to find ways to get the ball in his hands as much as we can and know that he'll be a real playmaker for us.
Now that I'm a receiver, just really just being the best receiver I can be, and just bringing whatever it is to the table to help my team win.
Now, here are the open practices that will be open to the public. The first Friday at 8:50 in the morning, followed by Friday afternoon at 4:20. Saturday's 3 p.m. workout will be a full squad practice, the first one of the year, and then the final 2 are August 9th at 3:50 and August 16th at 9 a.m. Tomorrow is media day for both Indiana and Western Kentucky, and both have quarterback battles on their hands. The Toppers looking for someone to just come close to the production of Brandon Doughty. He threw for over 5,000 yards and 48 touchdowns last season.
But a lot of factors go into it, and savvy is important. But I think we have some guys that are eager to try to replace our last guy, and hopefully we can find a way to get a guy out there that can get it done for us.
Up next, a health update on Junior and a fantastic finish in the Queen City. Rio is getting ready. You can see they're cleaning out the sewage here. I can hear myself now in the studio, which is really annoying when you're trying to talk. But time running out. The Olympics, actually, competition began today. U.S. athletes already having some social fun. Star gymnast Simone Biles. We already showed you this a second ago, but it's so great. We'll show it to you again. I can still hear myself. She's 4'8". This is David Lee, the U.S. volleyball player. He is 6'8", and they're having some fun in the Olympic Village. The NBA stars, they'll be staying in a ship, so they won't have to worry about mixing with the other athletes. NASCAR star Dale Earnhardt Jr. is going to miss at least 2 more races as he recovers from a concussion. Jeff Gordon will continue to drive that number 88 car. He'll drive it at Watkins Glen and also at Bristol. Now, Kent's highlight of the night, Scott Schebler just called up from the bats after they traded Jay Bruce, and he did this in his debut back in Cincinnati. A 3-run walk-off blast against the Cardinals. Reds win. Louisville native Adam Duvall scored on that homer. He also hit one earlier in the game, his 26th of the season.
You sound good with that old rock and roll reverb in your voice. That's a new effect.
Yeah, sounds cool.
It's actually, you want it? Well, I'll tell you what.
It's like the Wizard of Oz.
Why don't we get him to do it for you then?
It is like the Wizard of Oz.
I don't need it on my voice.
Yeah, we'll be back.
Say hello to the Galaxy Note 7. It's a brand new smartphone, one that you can open with your eyes. Among its features, an iris scanner that allows users to unlock the phone with their eyeballs. It also has a waterproof stylus and features that make the device extra secure.
I'm trying it right now. No, it's not working.
We're getting all new Samsung.
Mine does it.
Though. Yeah.
Why do you need that?
Snapchat's more
it's so
fun,
confusing. Yeah. All right. Thanks for joining us. Our Wave 3 News Sunrise starts at 4:30, and that's tomorrow.
Now, with Wave3.com and the Wave 3 News mobile app, you always have breaking news and breaking weather right where you are.